Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome to the 2025 edition of the Sharjah CBFS T20. Match number 18 about to begin right now between Z Sports and Seven Districts. Of course, the wonderful, magnificent home of the cricket in the UAE, as we like to call it. We are at the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. It's an important game and we have no time to lose. Let's take a look at what took place at the all-important toss. Toss time for match number 18 of the 2025 CBFS T20 League. I have the two VVIPs alongside me here in the middle of the iconic Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Leading team Seven Districts, of course, we have Saghir Khan. Leading team Z Sports, we have Nilansh Keswani, the star all-rounder. And of course, our esteemed match referee, Mr. Tehseen Javed, is going to be Seven Districts to flip the coin. Heads is the call from Z Sports. Who has won the toss, sir? Saghir, बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. टॉस जीते हैं, पिच देख के क्या फैसला करेंगे?
जी हम पहले बैटिंग करेंगे.
बैटिंग फर्स्ट. इस ट्रैक को देख के क्या लग रहा है सेफ स्कोर होगा?
जी 170 160 तक अच्छा टोटल होगा क्योंकि ब्रेक भी हो रहा है और थोड़ा सा मॉइस्चर है विकेट में, तो 160 170 तक अच्छा टोटल होगा.
टीम में चेंजेस?
जी वसी और इरफान आ रहे हैं.
क्या बात है, बेस्ट ऑफ लक.
थैंक यू.
Nilo, unfortunately you lost the toss after much excitement. If you had won it, what would you have done?
No, I mean, we got what we wanted. We wanted to bowl first anyway, so it didn't really matter that we lost the toss.
What do you think is a safe score to chase in the second innings?
Look, I mean, anything under 160 would be good to chase. With Dew coming in, I think the wicket will play slightly better, so anything under 160 would be good.
And overall, the personal form, how's it going?
Yeah, I mean, last game was my first game in the tournament. Had a good outing with the ball. Hopefully, one with the bat today as well.
Changes to the side?
I'll have to actually check that. No idea.
All the best.
Thank you so much.
Right, then news from the centre. It is Seven Districts who won the toss and they've elected to have a bat. So the news coming in from the toss is that Seven Districts and Saghir Khan have won the toss and elected to have a bat first. Very interesting choice considering there is dew about later in the evening. It is a very misty, sort of a gloomy evening here. You can see that there's a bit of a haze around the floodlights here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. So it will be interesting to see whether batting conditions improve in the second innings or remain as it is. Plenty to ponder, plenty to solve for both teams. Meanwhile, we have the two match officials emerging out there in the middle. Mr. Shamim Abdul Bashir to the left. Alongside him is Mr. Asif Iqbal. Two very, very strong sides, undefeated in the Sharjah CBFS T20 so far. So should be an exciting match. Plenty of star power on both sides as the Seven Districts openers emerge out there in the middle. Certainly do have a very attack-minded opening pair, especially with the likes of Luqman Faisal up top. He is certainly very, very destructive indeed. If he gets going, there will be plenty of entertainment. There he is in the purple helmet. Just some pleasantries being exchanged with the opposition. These teams have taken on and against each other many, many times. Two of the perennial powerhouses in the UAE domestic scene. This is the playing 11 for Seven Districts. Israr Ahmed coming off a brilliant 100 a couple of evenings ago. Luqman Faisal, Aftab Alam, Sayyid Wasi Haider Shah back from international duty. Muhammad Asif, Hafiz Almas, Saghir Khan, Ibrahim Masood, the star leg spinner Aftab Javed, Muhammad Irfan and Saqib Ali completes their playing 11. So a lot of all-round quality and depth in that Seven Districts unit. For Z Sports, we have Ronak Panoli, Shahrukh Amin, Lovepreet Singh Bajwa, three exciting top-order batters. Rais Ahmed, Ahmed Khalid, Zishan Abid, Salman Randhawa, Nilansh Keswani, Zishan Nasir, Aryaman Sharma and Mohammad Azhar, the experienced left-arm tweaker. So a good balance of youth and experience, and it will be Mohammad Azhar with the new ball. Immediately some left-arm spin coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end, and it is going to be a very, very intriguing matchup. There is the shorter onside boundary coming in from the Sharjah Cricket Academy end. Asrar Ahmed, destructive player, opening alongside Luqman Faisal. So there is a long off and a deep mid-wicket in position for Azhar, as umpire Asif Iqbal will tell us to proceed. Here we go. First ball of match number 18 of the Sharjah CBFS T20. Z Games, Z Sports rather, taking on 7 districts. Punishing drive, but straight to extra cover. That would have stung the hands of the fielder there. Zishan Nasir, fast bowler. Will be interesting to see whether he will be operating from the Bukhatir end. Undefeated run in the tournament for both sides so far, and victories over some big sides, especially for Z Sports. Pardon me, I keep calling them Z Games, their old name, but now it's no more fun in games, it's all about the sports. Quick single towards fine leg and a wild throw, and there's a bit of a clash between Israr and Mohammad Azhar, who is stoutly built. I hope he's all right. Oh, he's motioning that perhaps his chin hit his grill or the inside of the grill. Hopefully he's okay. Don't want to ruin those good looks, but he's smiling. So that's a very encouraging sign. Just perhaps got the wind knocked out of him. So no harm done, no harm or foul. Visit from the physio, so that's very encouraging. A new recruit for 7 districts is Israr, but a fabulous player. We've seen him on the domestic scene for about 18 months or 2 seasons now. He's a superstar in the making, no doubt about it. Will be a wide, no real turn there for Azhar, and Luqman Faisal trying to fetch it from way wide of off and smash it towards cow corner. That's his go-to area in the power play. Just feel at times he gets carried away in the search for sixes and boundaries. He is a technically solid player, but just often his muscle memory, his instincts take over. Once again, that big wind-up. You wanted to send that into the neighboring football ground. When you can just take a single or just punch it towards that big gap between mid-on and mid-wicket, you can fetch yourself a boundary with a lot less effort. But that's not the way he likes to operate. Will be a wide. Once again, no real turn on offer for Azhar. Going pretty much gun barrel straight. Hasn't found his line just yet. Bowling it very slow in the air. He's putting a lot of revs on it. And even then, it's just not doing much. From the looks of it, it is a very well rolled in surface. Not a lot of live grass. Not much to work with for the spinners just yet. And that has been slammed down the ground. Luqman Faisal has sent it into the bleachers, up the steps and out of the park for the first 6. Very full. In fact, it was a half volley and had to be smashed with mid-on in. So positive intent for 7 districts, 11 for no loss. So as we anticipated, it will be Zishan Nasir taking the new ball from the Bukhatir end. A very, very fine swing bowler. Got good lively pace. Was part of last season's T20 as well for the title winning Dubai Capitals squad. Lovely clip. He was ready for the in-dipper and very calmly put away. That's what I like about Israr. Technically very sound. Even though he packs a punch, he doesn't compromise his basics. More often than not, will play his shots with a straight bat or on the merit. Won't look to swing across the line. Good delivery, better length on that occasion from Zishan. Don't want to be bowling too straight. There you can see just that jump in his release. Got that hint of seam movement as well. If there is anything to work with on this placid track, he will extract it. Does struggle at the death in the slog overs though. Good bowling. That is exactly the line and length you need to be on at Sharjah. Just be hitting the top of off. Margin for error is very, very minimal. So it really does test your patience, your accuracy. And with that shorter boundary looming towards the Sachin Tendulkar stand, you'll always be wary of over pitching. A bit of an ugly heave on that occasion from Israr. Was on the pads, polite appeal. But clearly the bounce and even the line got away with it, to be quite frank. He has a deep point and a deep square leg. Very little margin for error, but he's bowled really well in this over so far. Like I mentioned earlier, a lot of quality in both teams. 7 districts with the likes of Syed Haider Wasi Shah boosting their batting resources. You have the likes of Aftab Javed, Saghir Khan. Plenty of UAE capped players in both squads. The likes of Lovepreet have represented the UAE at senior level. So it's going to be a mouth-watering encounter. Excellent bouncer, that was very late on it. He's bowled a superb over here, Zishan. Only 2 off it. 13 for no loss. Well, interesting choice. They will continue with left arm spin. Luqman Faisal, even though he has hit a 6, just feels a bit restless at the crease. Is there a bottom edge? Bit of a celeb appeal from Zishan Abid. That was the quicker one, darted in by Azhar. Very balanced run up, keeps his eye on the batter and mixes up his pace. Oh, that was close. Beautiful delivery, slower. In that nagging middle and off channel, Luqman Faisal caught in 2 minds. Excellent comeback over from Azhar. There you can see the way he mixes it up, the quicker one, the darts, the flighted delivery. And this over he's decided to bowl a lot quicker. And I think that's the right approach. There you can see at the pitch, it's very, very bare. Nicely rolled in, has that Sharjah sheen to it, that mirror finish. So don't expect a lot of action off the pitch. Hence, 7 districts choosing to bat first. You have to be very careful against such an experienced campaigner like Mohammad Azhar. One of the few senior statesmen in a young looking Z Sports side. Oh, it's fetched and dispatched. Lightning footwork from Israr. He read the length, rocked back and rocked Azhar's world with a flat maximum. Second of the innings for 7 districts, 20 for no loss. Attempted Yorker, beautifully bowled and good running. Just a tap towards the mid-on, who was slightly on his heels, Rais Ahmed. And captain of the side, Shah Rukh Amin, is just a bit disappointed with that fielding effort, giving him a bit of a peppering. That is one aspect of his game that Rais can certainly work a lot harder on, his ground fielding and overall movement. Very, very fine batsman and a decent leggy as well. Oh, full toss delivery. I think it caught Israr by surprise. Gotten away with it for sure. Could be one of those evenings when even your bad deliveries find the fielders. Very hard working, unassuming lad. Just needs to have that 2 or 3 good tournaments, and I feel he could easily be in contention for the UAE national team. Very fine bowler, very skillful. Oh, but that pull shot, it sounded like a gunshot. Brilliant balance from Israr. He knew what was coming and got in position in a flash. And he has hit that well in front of square. In fact, it's more towards cow corner. Such a fun player to watch. Dynamic, exciting. And Zishan rightly punished for a bad ball. Nicely played. That is textbook white ball batting. Hit a boundary, get a single. It's been a very measured start from 7 districts. Not overdoing it. Strike rotation could be a bit better, but overall this opening pair is looking relatively calm and composed. Each dealing in boundaries. Oh, excellent fielding at fine leg. Throw is a bit late, but certainly saved 3 runs for the side. If that had trickled past him, that was 4. No real demons in this track, you have to say. It's coming onto the bat very nicely. No real swing in the air either. Whipped away once again, but there is a long leg. And they will push for two on the misfield. Great running by Asrar. It was his call to come through to the danger end. Productive over. They've taken 9 off it. 29 on board. Oh, that's a long hop. And has been sent packing over cover point. Another 6 against Azhar. That was a nothing delivery. Allowed Luqman Faisal to launch. And he will not miss out. Destructive opener. In the 16 runs, he's hit 2 maximums already. Arm ball, well bowled, good comeback. Well, there you can see early indications of Mr. Dew. The towel is out. Oh, there is a very late appeal. In fact, it was a non-appeal. It's only the wicketkeeper who went up. Not particularly convincing. Neither was the shot, to be quite honest, from Luqman. It was a skidder. Smiles all round. So some gamesmanship. Oh, well bowled. Beautiful delivery. He disguises his arm ball so well, the armor. You can just sense there is a half opportunity that they can sneak one through the gate of Luqman Faisal. And then he slaps one over mid-wicket. Short again and punished again. Mohammad Azhar looking frustrated, but it was a bad delivery. Dragged down. And easy pickings. That is elementary for Luqman Faisal. He's raced on to 20 in the power play itself. Ominous signs. Oh, that is bigger. Absolutely smeared over mid-wicket. Short once more. And that is the second 6 of the over. Swing from the crease. And a clean connection. 45 for no loss. 7 districts are flying high. Final over of the power play. Very experienced campaigner Salman Randhawa. Excellent all-rounder. Bowls a lively medium pace. Terrific batter. So a good option for Z Sports. Deep mid-wicket and a long on in position. And Israr Ahmed can just nudge the ball around because Luqman Faisal is hell-bent on going after the Z Sports bowlers. One of the key men, Mohammad Azhar, taking an absolute roasting in the power play. He'll be really disappointed with that third over. But still, current run rate is not too flash. Whipped away. There is a long run for the mid-wicket. Excellent fielding. Really good fielding. I think he's done well. He had a lot of ground to cover. Square leg, fine leg were in the circle. And that is the kind of hustle you want to see from your boundary riders. He's such a disruptor of your plans, Luqman Faisal, because he has that raw power to hit even good deliveries over long on, mid-wicket, cow corner. Well, a lively discussion going on between Shamim Abdul Bashir and Shah Rukh Amin, the captain. All fun and games. The call is for 2. And they will manage it very easily. 50 up in the power play itself for 7 districts. That is exactly what Saghir Khan would have wanted. A solid opening partnership. Fair enough, the pitch is playing well. There is dew around, but you still need to get the job done. Nothing is automatic. Nothing will happen by default. You have to earn everything in cricket. Oh, that has been whacked over mid-off. Takes it on the full. 1 bounce. And Luqman Faisal is on the hunt. Created the length. Wasn't a great delivery, to be honest. But he did create the length. And even though it wasn't out of the middle, it was always going to be 4. And that's what he does really well. High boundary percentage in his scoring runs. And that puts a lot of pressure on the bowling. Salman Randhawa is not amused, and rightfully so. No fast bowler enjoys the batter walking down and whacking him over his head. But you do feel 180, 200 feels par at the moment. Maybe even beyond. It's a top edge. Fine leg with a chance. Just couldn't get there. Great effort. A valiant effort put in. I think it was Aryaman at that 45 position. Big top edge. He put in an almighty sprint and in the end he couldn't get there. Lucky escape for Luqman. Can't really call that a chance, as it never really hit the fingers of the fielder. Oh, leading edge. But plenty of damage done in the power play. 57 for no loss. 7 districts in command of this game. So good option to come on immediately after the power play. Nilansh Keswani. Exciting young all-rounder. Already been capped by the UAE. Just returned fresh from national duty. And he is a game changer. He revels in the contest. Such a good shot. Fabulous shot from Israr Ahmed. And good effort on the cover boundary to get around. I thought that was going all the way. Nothing wrong with the delivery at all. But how late did Israr Ahmed wait to cut that ball behind point? And even though it was a very straightish delivery, so we might be on here for 210, 220. And let me tell you, even that could be chaseable with the likes of Rais, Shahrukh, Ronak in the opposition. So might be thinking about damage control early here, Z Sports. What other frontline options does Shahrukh Amin have to work with? Doesn't look like 7 districts are going to be tied down here. A lot of firepower in that batting lineup, let me tell you. And Luqman Faisal, he looks dead set for a big score. Israr has quietly rolled into the 20s as well. Luqman is the kind of player who will give you a chance though. He will roll the dice. Good over so far from Nilansh though. Keeping it very tight around the stumps. Won't mind giving the long singles. But he will be wary of the big shot, especially from the academy end where he's bowling from. Even a half hit shot will travel into the fence. Not sure about this end for him or for any spinner in this game. And there it is. Massive over square leg onto the roof and into the football ground. Absolutely hammered by Luqman Faisal. And that may not return. Spoils the over on the final delivery. 68 on board. So it's going to be some leg break coming into the game. Aryaman Sharma. Desperately searching for solutions is Shahrukh Amin. Can the young leggy provide the breakthrough? Quicker one dragged down, but Israr Ahmed was in position. And tell you what, even though Luqman is on 43, it's honestly Israr who I'm more concerned about. If he plays for the long haul, when they're finding the runs with complete ease at the moment, no real turn on offer. The fast man not looking particularly menacing either. Testing times. And even Aryaman, you can see, is not really looking to flight or turn the ball, just bowling it into the wicket. Sort of a defensive mode of bowling. But how much can you truly defend against Luqman and Israr? They are natural six hitters. You have to dismiss them. You cannot contain them. Oh, that's a great delivery. Hanging leg break. Was caught in a very awkward position. That's a top nut from Aryaman. Take a look at this one. Just hung it up there and playing with the angled bat. Lucky, Luqman, very lucky. Oh no, and a bad ball. Dragged towards leg stump. And some whippage coming in from Luqman Faisal. That no-look shot is in fashion. And he is certainly very fashionable. Look at that one. Whipped away with utter disdain. Spoiling the over. 7 off it. 78 for no loss. So the opening partnership continues to roll on. Israr playing second fiddle quite happily to Luqman Faisal, who is in destructive mode. Furiously trying to dry the ball is Nilansh Keswani. Tough going for the finger spinners. Good delivery that. And I can see what he's trying to do. Just slow the game down. Play on the patience of Luqman Faisal. And that will be 50 in emphatic fashion for Luqman Faisal. Slammed for yet another 6. 54 of just 27 deliveries. Dragged down. And he got in position so early for the slog sweep. Terrific clean striking from Luqman Faisal. He is in devastating mood tonight. And he could well take the game away from Z Sports. They're maintaining that 9.5 current run rate. Oh, this could be a chance. Up and over long on, fingertip stuff. He was not exactly on the fence there, Shahrukh Amin, the skipper. Should this have been taken? Oh, most certainly, he's a yard in. And the chance has gone begging. I did mention he'll give you a chance. Third on the trot. Back to back to back maximums. Neelash Keswani is being taken to the cleaners. And there's not much anybody can do about it. Another slog sweep. He is tearing the Z Sports bowling apart here. How many sixes has he hit against the spin of Neelash and Azhar? And rocketing through extra cover. 23 runs off the over. Nothing doing for Z Sports. That almost set the outfield on fire. What a drive. Big over. A huge over. 98 for no loss. So Aryaman will continue. But this is terrific clean striking from 7 districts. Bowled him. Gone through the gate. Excellent bowling from Aryaman. It was the fuller one. Israr with a mental mistake there. Yeah. Needed to get on the front foot. Take a look here. It was the fuller one and he just didn't move his feet. Spinning onto the sticks. And the 98 run opening partnership is finally broken with a bit of leg spin magic. Israr gone for a patient 25. It's 98 for 1. Mohammad Aftab Alam, the wicket keeper, coming in at number 3. Technically very sound. He has a good head on his young shoulders. But this is an opportunity for Z Sports. Aryaman providing a much needed breakthrough. Slip in place. But they left the mid-wicket open there. And Aftab will get off the mark quite safely. I would have liked to see somebody at short mid just for a delivery or two. They could have brought the deep square in or even the deep mid wicket in to deny that single. Hundred up in excellent time for Seven Districts. Lukman Faisal has rolled into the 70s. And he is very, very difficult to control. Pace or spin, he can smash anyone for 6. A lovely delivery. Aryaman has certainly put a bit of a break on the scoring. Quickish leg break. It will have to be wrist-spin. Perhaps that will get anything out of this very placid surface. The call is for 2. And they will make it very easily. Once again, for the new batter, you can afford to have somebody in the circle. 1 or 2 deliveries won't harm you. They're just playing the field at the moment. The only way to restrict Seven Districts is by taking wickets, really. The launch will need to move quickly here, does well. Excellent over from Aryaman, providing that much needed breakthrough. Well, that is the state of the competition at the moment. Seven Districts topping Group A, Z Sports topping Group B. Karwan Cricket Club have been outstanding. Gems Education, well, in a closely fought group, they have just managed to top the table by net run rate of all things. So certainly the Sharjah CBFS T20 is hotting up quite nicely. Let's see who will take the bragging rights tonight. 103 for 1. Change of ends for Salman Randhawa. He'll be coming in from the academy end, but of course outside the power play now. Maybe trying to force the hand of Lukman Faisal. Interesting field setup. He has a deep point, deep cover, and 3 men on the onside. Mid off and third are in the circle, as well as the fine leg. Excellent Yorker. Aftab did well to get his bat down. So this is that phase of the game where Z Sports really need to bowl a couple of tight overs, entice a poor shot. Try to take back-to-back wickets, bowl dry, anything that will slow down the scoring. Very smart batting from Aftab. They're taking 2 again. Well, that should have never happened. Offside sweeper was a bit casual. I think it's Zishan, the fast bowler out there. Now he's come in a few yards, but the opportunity has been grabbed by Seven Districts. Huge yawning gap between the short third and extra cover. I'm not sure about this field setup. You are allowing very, very easy singles. There is absolutely no pressure being created on Aftab Alam at all. It's as if you've already mentally settled on 180, 190. Fair enough, we'll try to contain you and chase that. That's not the right approach. And it won't work against Lukman, who can belt anyone for 6. Oh, it's gone fine and straight to short third. And he misfields the ball. Could have been a chance for a run out, a shy at the stumps. So they're allowing this pair to just keep that scoreboard ticking without much effort, really. Rais Ahmed, he'll have a role to play in the run chase, that is for sure. Leading edge on that occasion, so maybe a bit of nip off the surface, but once again, because there are so many gaps in the ring, Aftab can easily just get any amount of bat and they'll get a single or even 2. So some course correction needed from Z Sports. There you can see there's barely anybody inside the offside ring or the onside ring. Oh, what a fabulous shot. Look how he split the gap between deep point and cover. 2 men on the fence and Lukman Faisal still got 4. Extraordinary shot. And they couldn't catch up to the ball at all. Take a look here. You can see the 2 fielders in the vicinity of the ball and they couldn't get there. Incredible placement. 112 for 1. Aryaman into his 3rd over. He's the only Z Sports bowler who's looked threatening, if I'm very honest. Just haven't liked some of the field setups. Second wicket partnership already up to 14. Brute force from Lukman Faisal. Too much ground for the long off to cover. In fact, it was Aftab on that occasion with a very friendly full toss from Aryaman. And he has absolutely whacked it. And once again, that current run rate is back to its usual level at 10.5. Field is set very straight, deep extra cover, wideish long off, long on, mid wicket and square, trying to cover huge areas on the onside. But that's all they need to do, drop and take 2. Better effort there from Zishan on that occasion. Attacked the ball. But if he had played that with softer hands, it was an easy 2. Just to the edge of the 30-yard ring. If you push it there, you can get to walking through, not even sprinting. Lukman Faisal is not that kind of character though. He wants to hit sixes and fours. So we're looking at 210 bare minimum at the current rate. A good one from Aryaman. Maybe kept a touch low. Aftab trying to open up the offside. Look to go over the offside ring. All three in the circle. Third, backward point and cover point. "12 gone, 120 for 1, 7 districts." Salman Randhawa into his third over. Oh, that's a fabulous drive from Aftab. Overpitched. Beautiful timing. Just leaning into that off drive. Certainly was a half volley. And Rais Ahmed, well, not much of a chase. Needed to put the dive in perhaps. Such a good batting track. Such a quality side, 7 districts. Change in the field. The mid-off is pushed to the boundary. Square leg brought in. And that is probably a better setup. You would expect Salman Randhawa to be able to bowl a fullish length and don't stray too straight. And maybe looking for that boundary playing across the line could entice a poor shot. And that is why you have that deep point. You want to bowl wide off. They were looking for 2. Throw was slightly off target. Great running. Lukman Faisal had to get the afterburners on there. Could have been tight with a better throw. Tremendous fitness. Never easy. It is a bit of a muggy evening here at Sharjah. But he's powered on. Is there an edge? Nope. Just the bat grazing the pitch. Good call there by Asif Iqbal. Not a great appeal either from Z Sports. Yeah, completely missed it. But very good wide Yorker from Randhawa. But such little margin for error really against Lukman. Oh, it's taken off the stumps and ramped for 6. That was the one line you could not afford to bowl. Full on middle. He got exactly what he was looking for to execute that shot. Up she goes. And it's beyond the rope. He is a very, very difficult player to contain, Lukman Faisal. 85 of just 37 deliveries. Destructive. Excellent comeback delivery. But the damage has well and truly been done. 14 off the over. 134 on board. So Aryaman will bowl out here. 1 for 20. Can he make it 2? Oh, not with that delivery. Slipped out of his grasp. It's a no ball. They'll get 2. And it's a free hit. Double trouble. Much too high, yeah. And well, how many sixes has Lukman Faisal hit against spin already? Make that another one into the side screen. Overpitched in the slot. Thank you very much. Fast hands. His 9th maximum. Lukman Faisal. Into the 90s. The call is for 2. No need to take a risk when you're on 95. Unbelievable strike rate. He's going at 230 runs per 100 balls. Projected score is 216. I think they'll go beyond that, if I'm very honest. Partnership is already up to 46. He barely arrived 3 or 4 overs ago, Aftab Alam. Excellent delivery. But even the good balls are going for runs at the moment for Z Sports. And batting, pardon me, the bowling is just looking like it lacks a bit of bite at the moment. And where does Shahrukh Amin turn after Aryaman's spell? Nilansh still has a few overs. Azhar has 1 remaining. Salman Randhawa has 1 remaining as well. Oh, that one kept a bit low and it was straight. Could have easily chopped it on or missed it completely. It's a miscue, but it will land in front of the long off. So in the end, Aryaman has bowled a very, very useful spell. 1 for 33 on the night. 147 for 1, 7 districts. So final over of his spell for Randhawa. Can he use his immense experience to get rid of Lukman Faisal, who will be slightly nervous on 96? Squeezed away. And oh, there could be a run out here. Throw is at the wrong end. Aftab pleading with Lukman. I told you there's no two there. Take a look here. He just kept running, eyeing the ball. And Aftab was well within his right. He told him no. He showed his hand. Lukman Faisal just feeling the nerves of the 90s. The nervous 90s for a reason. So it was a quarter opportunity. Could not quite connect on that pull shot. .50 partnership meanwhile has been raised. And I am not that happy with some of the bowling plans or the strategy in general after they lost Israr Ahmed. Z Sports had an opportunity to slow the game down, to put some pressure, but they didn't really avail that window. Zishan does well, but hard running between the wickets. Excellent. 150 up for 7 districts. The milestones are being crossed quite quickly, one after the other. I wonder when they're thinking about really going hard. Can they get another 75, 80 in the next 30 balls after this over? And really try to bat Z Sports out of the game with such a massive score. That could be nigh impossible to overhaul. Oh, just fizzing past the outside edge. Salman Randhawa having a bit of a chirp at Lukman. Why not? He's looked like the Terminator for the large part of this innings. But not now. He knows he's just one hit away. Change in the field. Fine leg, square leg pulled in. They will push for 2. Substitute fielder Danish Qureshi. Not really known for his athleticism. Lukman Faisal on 99. 154 for 1. 7 districts. Nilansh Keswani. Oh, he almost saw him running down the track there. But Aftab Alam has kept that scoreboard moving along nicely. Here we go then. 99 of 45. Acres of space on the onside for Lukman Faisal. And he will get his 100. A magnificent innings from Lukman Faisal, the star opener. 100 of 46 deliveries. 5 boundaries, 9 maximums. A match winner through and through for 7 districts. Wonderful to see his opponents giving him his flowers as well. Well played indeed. On a big stage, a big innings. And now you do feel that the floodgates will truly open for 7 districts. Nothing to hold them back now, especially this man on screen. Heaved away but couldn't find the gap between long on and mid. Nilansh has done really well to contain them in this over so far. Oh, excellent fielding. Well done, Ronak. That had gone past him. That was 4. That cover, deep cover is set very straight. Another dasher to watch out for in the run chase, Ronak Panoli. Very good bowling from Nilansh. It's a rare over that we've seen from Z Sports that has gone without a boundary. 159 for 1. Zishan Nasir was decent in the power play. But this is the crunch phase of the innings. Can he bowl well at the death here? Mohammad Azhar has 1 over. Nilansh Keswani has 1 to go as well. Only the 5 bowling options utilized by Shahrukh Amin. Projected score is still looking well beyond 200. In fact, it's on 199, pardon me. But it's never easy chasing such a massive score. Excellent delivery. Bit of a leg cutter on that occasion from Zishan. Just ran his fingers down the ball. Take a look here. Yeah, beautifully bowled. Variations is the name of the game. If you're not confident with your Yorker, use the cutters, use the back of the hand slow ball, slower bouncers. You need to have the entire armory to survive as a fast bowler. Excellent bowling, pace on. Couldn't quite penetrate the gap. They still have that deep point fielder and deep cover, consistently trying to protect the square boundaries. The compromise is that mid-off is in the circle. Well bowled there, pace off. Certainly is an interesting field setup. They've got Salman Randhawa, very fine, the short third. But Nilansh, one of the best fielders at deep point. Plus the straight protection towards long on and mid wicket and square leg. For anything that's a touch too straight. It's been whacked hard and past the long on. Waited that extra split second on that slower delivery, did Aftab Alam, and dragged it square enough to find the fence. Very good shot. Not much you can do as a fast bowler. He has quietly moved on to 33. Very good innings. Mid-off in the circle. We'll just watch it. Sail over. Not a good delivery from Zishan Nasir at this stage of the innings. That counter punch coming in from Aftab Alam. Pace on in the slot. It was an open invitation. And he placed it extremely well. Just kept his shape. Didn't look to overhit the ball as well. This time the long off is in position. But the horse is bolted. 11 off the over. 170 on board. Hacked away towards long off, but only going to be a single. Nilansh Keswani searching for his first wicket of the evening. Oh, this is massive from Lukman. He's got his dancing shoes on. His 10th maximum of the innings. Got a friendly length. And And that was launched high and far. Such a dangerous player. And with that freedom to go all out, his 110 of just 51 deliveries. Well, that ball has taken a bit of a pounding and had to be replaced. This is a towering blow from the crease on the roof of the Sharjah Cricket Stadium and the Bukhatir end. These sixes keep getting bigger and bigger from Lukman Faisal. A thunderous strike. And follow that ball and see it disappear. Bye-bye. And Mr. Gopal, get out there. New balls, please. Well, both of them being kept very busy here. Shamim Abdul Bashir and Mr. Gopal. 116 of 52 deliveries, 5 maximums, 5 boundaries and 11 maximums for this man. Superhuman is Lukman Faisal. And make that 6 number 12 over mid-wicket. The fielders are mere spectators at the moment. Absolutely belted. And that is the bigger boundary, mind you. Nilansh is going at 15 per over. It's the second time he's been hit for 3 sixes on the trot. A miscue, but the damage has well and truly been done to his bowling figures. 200 is within sight. Yeah, you can sense his frustration. It has not been his day. There is due, there is no turn. Lukman Faisal has played a chanceless innings. And maybe bowling from 25 yards. That is the only solution. None for 60 on the night. Oh, a wild throw. And they steal a second. That came out of nowhere. 192 on board. Penultimate over to be bowled by Zishan Nasir. Launched over extra cover, hitting from the crease. +4 for 7 districts. Once again, you get your length wrong, you will get smoked to the fence. It was pace on and in the slot from Zishan. Just not being able to execute that Yorker. Not being able to land the ball in the popping crease. Anything in front of that, these batters are just too good. 127 for Lukman Faisal. Oh dear me. Into the stand she goes. Full toss. And he's given it the treatment. Just a flick of the wrist. And just turn around and go into the bleachers. Awesome power. 13 sixes hit in this innings. Strike rate of 237.5. The numbers are mind-boggling. 200 up. And they've still got 10 more deliveries. You can easily see another 30 runs being added in that. Fielders moving helter-skelter, but it's not going to help against Lukman Faisal. Oh no, onto the body and thwack onto the roof. The wheels are coming off for Z Sports. Not quite out of the middle. But a length delivery on midland leg. Just a swivel of the hip and it's gone. Can this man get a 150? What a knock. Finally gets it right. Great running once again. They pick up 2. Remember, he was 2 overs done for 11. In the 10 deliveries since, he's conceded 29 runs. Zishan Nasir. Thrashed away and it's in the gap. In unstoppable form is Lukman Faisal. He is dishing it out and then some tonight at the Sharjah CBFS T20. The brains have become scrambled for Z Sports. Of the 59 deliveries he's faced, 21 have gone for a boundary or a maximum. Great Yorker, but it's too little too late. Final over coming up, 215 already on board. 7 districts have batted magnificently. So it's going to be Mohammad Azhar, the left arm spinner, bowling the final over. Two questions. Can Luqman Faisal come in carrying his bat? And can he get his 150? The answer to both is related. Will they push for two? Yes, they will. Misfield. Putting the pressure on Race. The ground cricket from Z Sports has left plenty to be desired. Remember that dropped catch at long on when he was on 50 odd. They're looking for 230, 235 here. They'll push again. And no, good fielding. Only a single so far. Bowling very full and quick is Azhar. Z Sports have taken an absolute pounding. This should be a chance. Nilansh cannot get there. It's barely landed outside the 30-yard ring. A lot of effort taken for one. But they've got the man of the moment on strike. 149. He brings up his 150, or does he? Yes, he does, with a maximum. 155 of 63 deliveries. His 15th six of the innings. Luqman Faisal, take a bow and salute your dugout. What a knock, what an innings. This one will be talked about for the ages. Absolutely sensational. He put all he had in that shot. Straight as an arrow. One bounce. Easy pickings. Utter destruction at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium tonight. 159. This is awesome. Oh, a dot delivery seems to be a shock, but that will conclude the batting effort for 7 districts. Luqman Faisal coming in undefeated on a Herculean 159 not out of 65 deliveries, 8 boundaries, 15 sixes, strike rate of 244. Aftab Alam 40 not out, and they have sailed beyond 220 to land on 229 in their allotted 20 overs. A power hitting masterclass against spin from Luqman Faisal. Absolutely stunning. And he deservedly gets a hero's welcome to the dugout. Only 3 batters required for 7 districts. Israr Ahmed with a run of ball 25. But they set the stage with a 98-run opening partnership. And then Luqman Faisal and Aftab Alam absolutely pummeled the opposition. The sole wicket taker, the pick of the bowlers, was the leggy Aryaman Sharma. Everybody else's economy rates in double figures, as you can see. Nilansh Keswani bearing the brunt of brutal hitting from Luqman Faisal. Well, let's take a look at the highlights of the first innings. It was 7 districts who won the toss and elected to bat first. And right from ball 1, Luqman Faisal was in the mood for big runs tonight. That was that half chance put down. Israr Ahmed, one going right through the gate. Well bowled by Aryaman. But then Aftab Alam joined Luqman Faisal at the crease as he raced towards his 100. And then, well, all bets were off. He kept smashing the Z sports bowlers to all parts, whether pace or spin, long on, mid wicket, square leg, down the ground, over cover, everywhere for his 15 maximums. So 230 is the target for Z Sports. Can they pull off a miraculous run chase? We'll find out very soon after the break. Good evening, cricket fans, and welcome back live to the 2025 Sharjah CBFS T20. Match number 18 in progress between Z Sports and 7 Districts. 7 Districts batting first have scored a whopping 229 runs, led by a sensational knock of 159 not out by star opener Lukman Faisal. So Z Sports certainly have their work cut out here. 230 runs, even though it is a very good batting track, a bit of dew about as well. But everything needs to go right here for Z Sports. And they have their star opening pairing in the middle, Ronak Panoli, number 24, and the captain Shahrukh Amin, left-hand, right-hand combination. Up top, will need to provide a fiery start. You do feel they need at least 50, 55, 60 runs to set the stage if they are to get even close to this massive target. Hafiz Almas going through a practice run. Looks like, yes, he will be taking the new ball. Excellent all-rounder, veteran of the 7 Districts franchise for a long time now, at least 2 or 3 seasons. Has the ability to swing the ball at good pace. And big smiles for the man alongside him at mid-on. What a knock he played. Steady contributions coming in from Israr and Aftab Alam. But it was certainly a one-man show from Lukman Faisal in the first innings. Umpires in the middle are Asif Iqbal and Shamim Abdul Bashir. Can Ronak Panoli get Z Sports off to a flyer here and really set the stage for a thrilling game? Square leg and a deep third in position. Smashed away over cover point. It was short, it was wide, and Ronak Panoli has jumped all over it for 4. That went at the rate of knots. Beautiful hands, as you would expect from Ronak. Explosive player, very much in the mold of Lukman Faisal. And not a great delivery from Hafiz to start. Will need to get it right, or it can go very, very wrong indeed. 7 Districts perhaps with a lot more potency in their bowling. Hint of swing on offer for Hafiz Almas. Needs to bowl a lot fuller though. Ronak Panoli so strong square of the wicket. On the cut, the pull. He does not get overawed by pace. But shot selection at times has let him down. Oh, that was leg side-ish. Got away with that one. Trying to do a bit too much with the new ball. Did not see any swing at all in the first innings for the likes of Salman Randhawa or Zishan Nasir. Will be interesting to see how the 7 Districts bowlers fare. Was there for the drive, but catching a big inside edge, and a misfield will allow a couple. Not good from 7 Districts. Usually a very professional, very well drilled outfit. Ibrahim Masood, their star man, leg break bowler at that square leg position. Will be interesting to see how he fares when he comes on to bowl. There was nothing to work with for the spinners for Z Sports. A lot of dew as well. Skewed away, it's gone through the cover point. Had to dive on those practice pitches right in front of him. Did get half a hand on it to slow it down. Not a bad over from Hafiz Almas so far. Right then, what does the skipper have in store for us? Shahrukh Amin. He loves that pickup shot towards square leg. Typical left-hander. Deep point and a deep square. So third is in the circle. Mid-off, mid-on in as well. Can he get that ball just to bend in and look for that front pad or go through the gate? Oh, nice tickle, but couldn't get it past the fine leg. Shahrukh will be disappointed with that. Either side of that fielder you have four. Mohammad Aftab Javed. Just having a bit of a chirp at him, telling him just move to your right a little, my friend. I wanted four. Need to keep that number 230 out of your mind for now. Look to get set, build an innings, build a partnership. Oh, big wide. And Wasisha, back from national team duty, does well to put the dive in. They literally just had a game yesterday against Pakistan Shaheens. Don't need to mention the result. UAE did not have a great outing. Lost all three games against Pakistan Shaheens and Oman. That loss to Oman is the one that really hurts. A real nail biter. Nudged away and the captain is underway. So they've got 10 off the first over. So left arm spin in the form of Saqib Ali coming in for 7 districts from the Bukhatir end. Very quick arm action, quite similar to India's Aksar Patel. Saqib Ali, not much of a run up, just a couple of steps and he's in. Tall, skinny, lanky figure. Looking quite cautious at the crease for now, Shahrukh Amin. But he's not going to wait long till he swings towards long on and mid wicket. 2 fielders in the deep. That was short and all he could get was a single to mid off. So they have the likes of Saghir Khan, of course, the captain of the side. Exciting right arm, medium fast. So far it's been a very controlled start for 7 districts with the ball. Deep square leg in position and a long on for Ronak Panoli. Not quite in control of that drive. Like I mentioned earlier, you cannot think about that figure of 230 for now. Just get your eye in. Then outside the power play, or maybe the third, fourth over of power play, you can really look to aggress. Miscued and dropped at short third. Lucky escape for Shahrukh Amin. It was just drifting away from the fielder. And yeah, that should have been taken. If you get there, it was Hafiz Almas himself. So Shahrukh Amin dropped onto, he gets a life. Just looking to pummel it over mid-off. Been a very, very good over from Saqib Ali. Keeping it tight, keeping them honest. 13 for no loss, Z Sports. Well, the perfect way to make amends is to strike yourself, Hafiz Almas. Deep point and deep square in position for Shahrukh Amin. Check drive. An excellent fielding. Israr Ahmed at that extra cover position. That's much more like it. Required run rate is already ballooned above 12 per over. But there's a long way to go just yet. Z Sports have a lot of depth and quality in their batting as well. Easy pickings, whipped away by Ronak Panoli. Not a good ball from Hafiz Almas. Short on mid-lane leg with fine leg in. And Ronak Panoli will not forgive you. That is his strong zone. That whip off the hip. Easy pickings. There you can see outfield is getting a bit choppy. Cut over point. A fielder would get around to it. They've only picked up a single. Cannot leave runs out there in the middle. Need to run hard between the wickets. Great throw from the outfield to keep them to a single. They did have that fielder set for that trap. But he hit it well enough. He hit it square enough. Oh, that could have easily been chopped on by Shahrukh Amin. They do have this short ball plan to Shahrukh, trying to cramp him for room. Has gotten in a bit of a tangle once or twice. So they've done a bit of homework on him. They've come out with a concerted game plan. Strong. It's just that touch of extra bounce Hafiz Almas can generate. Driven well, but straight to backward point. There you can see that back leg just moving away towards square leg. You wanted to step into that drive ideally. But current run rate is not particularly flash for Z Sports. And the required will amplify in a hurry. Oh, falling over at the popping crease there. Maybe need a bit of sawdust with all the dew about. But much better over from Hafiz Almas. Only 7 off it in the end. 24 no loss. Saqib Ali to continue. Once again, it was there for the taking, but only picking out the fielders at the moment are Z Sports. Exactly the start 7 districts would have wanted. The new ball bowler is doing a very tidy job. Created a chance as well that went begging. Seems to be very steady, very reliable. Not a huge turner of the ball, but the control is immaculate from Saqib Ali. A lot of effort done just for a single. So these 2 or 3 quiet overs that he's providing, magnificent bowling so far. Yet to reap reward though. Right in the block hole. Nothing doing. And because he keeps his eyes locked on the batter right till the end, he can make those late adjustments in his length or his pace. Tremendous bowling figures. Only 6 runs conceded in 10 deliveries. Oh, that is fabulous from Ronak. Sat up beautifully. Half volley length. And just punched it. A rare error by Saqib Ali. And Ronak goes aerial, 1 bounce. That should relieve some of the pressure being built here. Makes it look so easy. Dropped! That was hit like a bullet to cover point. And it's burst out of the hands. Saqib Ali frustrated. That was hit with some power, but straight to the fielder. Just late reactions. And both Z Sports openers have had a life now. 28 on board. So Hafiz Almas into his third over. Oh, this is sublime batting from Ronak Panoli. Full on the pads and whippage. Behind square for 4. Dispatched with utter disdain. Like an annoying fly. What a shot. 23 of 13. They needed him to get going. And, of course, that drop chance could make you pay a heavy price here, 7 districts. Launched down the ground. It's a sixer. Flush onto the side screen. He makes it look so easy, Ronak Panoli. Such a special player. Thunderous shot. Pace on in the slot. And he will provide that much needed self-belief to the dugout that they can pull this off. Too easy. And he's a class player. Oh dear me. Slower ball gone wrong. And hooked away for one bounce boundary. It's a full toss. A no ball as well. Way too high. That was almost shoulder length. And Hafiz Almas is being taken to the cleaners here. 4-6-5. Free hit. And that course correction in the power play coming in for Z Sports after a slow start. That's been thrashed away. Can Deep Point get there? He will. Good work done by the backward point to get a hand on it. But he's already dropped a catch. And Ronak Panoli has rolled into the 30s. Look at that strike rate. It's 200 plus. He is doing what Lukman Faisal did for 7 districts. Oh, he chased that wide one. Bit of a miscue. But plenty of open spaces on the offside. Been a very poor over from Hafiz Almas. Fair enough, it's Tough bowling conditions, but he is a very experienced campaigner. Body language has changed here for 7 districts. Now they're feeling the pinch. Thanks to Ronak Panoli. Bit of a bottom edge. Now Shahrukh Amin needs to be switched on here. The longer you build this opening partnership, the easier it gets for the dugout to come in and really be aggressive in pursuit of 230. Doesn't need to do anything flashy here. They still have another over of power play. They've got the required runs for this stage. Will be a wide, much too short. "21 runs off the over." That is the big one they needed. Current run rate above 10 now. Good looking check drive into the gap. 50 raised. And they still have another over of power play. Saqib Ali, not aided by his fielders. Was right on the tram line. He's a bit disappointed with the umpire's decision, but I think it's a fair call from Shamim Abdul Bashir. Need to be within it when you release the ball. Oh, that was hit with some force by Shahrukh. Very difficult caught and bowled. That would have stung. Well, Mohammad Irfan can see the funnier side of it. Yeah, that magic spray. Not sure how much it will help to dull the pain there. That was absolutely hammered. And everybody thinks they're a physio. It's on the pinky finger as far as I can see. The little finger. In the firing line with Saqib Ali. Oh dear me, he had nowhere to go. In the end, he's done well to come out relatively intact. But it's certainly going to hurt after the game. Wild throw will allow Shahrukh to come through. Just not been able to time the ball. Thrashing at it. But the partnership is going at a good clip. Panoli has gotten off to a start here. Needs to make it a sizable innings. You're never going to get that one. Clearly straying down leg. But he's done an admirable job for the side. Excellent bowling figures so far for Saqib Ali. Not offering width to Ronak. Had him put down at cover point. Shahrukh Amin also getting a life. At short third. Then back to the bowler. Oh, right in the block hole. Almost yorked him there. But the game is in the balance, despite his excellent bowling. Looks like he might bowl all four here. Can't find the boundary. But it's a good power play session. 54 on board for Z Sports. Mohammad Irfan, another excellent all-rounder back from national team duty. Was surprised to see him not come in to bat at number 3. But Aftab did a great job. Of course, when you have an opener batting all 20 overs, very useful medium fast as well. Mohammad Irfan mixes it up, can swing the ball, has an excellent slower bouncer. Oh, delightful shot by Ronak Panoli. Look at the way he opened the face of the blade to glide it, even though there was a deep point. Bit of artistry coming in. What a fabulous shot. Just take a look. He has such wonderful hands. And great placement as well. Showing all his wares, all his skill tonight. Looks in complete control at the moment, and to be fair, looks like really good batting conditions. Ball is sliding onto the bat nicely, at least for him. He's into the 40s, but they need a big 100 or at least a 75-80 from Ronak Panoli. And Shahrukh Amin needs to keep up the pace with him in some form. Slower bumper, very beautifully bowled. No change in his arm speed or his delivery. And he is a player who deserved his call up to the UAE national team. has been a perennial performer on the domestic scene. Now he's got that taste of international cricket. Been very successful with the ball in particular. Pace on and just rush through. You can sense the frustration for Shahrukh. He's on 11 of 20. You cannot afford to get bogged down outside the power play when you're chasing such a big score, cramping him for room. And you can feel that he's just a bit unnerved at the moment because he's not looking fluent. It's a miscue in the air. And a wonderful running catch by the point fielder. You could sense it was on the cards. He had gotten bogged down, trying to rush at the bowler to create a shot that wasn't there. Excellent take. And Mohammad Irfan strikes for 7 districts. It's 60 for 1. So it's going to be the star leggy Ibrahim Masood coming on immediately outside the power play. I thought Saqib Ali deserved to complete his spell, but maybe his job is done. Lovepreet Singh Bajwa coming in at number 3. Very fine player. A full toss has been bludgeoned onto the side screen. Not a very friendly welcome for Ibrahim Masood. But when you bowl deliveries like that, Ronak Panoli is not going to let you go. So he needs to settle in. He is the key bowler for 7 districts. Better delivery. Will be interesting to see how much turn he can get tonight. Will have to contend with the dew and the firepower of Z Sports. $50 for Ronak Panoli. Fabulous innings. Yes, he got a life, but he made it count. And going at double quick time. Strike rate of 200. But they need much more. Required run rate is above 13. What a way to step into the arena for Lovey. But he's a very good player of spin. Very good hitter of spin. So he'll need to balance attack with defense though against Ibrahim Masood. Can't afford to take a lot of time to get going. It's going to be a stern examination. Googly down the leg side. Wasi could not quite handle it, but look at the state of the outfield. It's getting Very, very damp indeed. Getting a bit choppy. Difficult for the fielders and the bowlers alike. But they do have that extra cushion or that extra 15-20 runs. Pulled away, but there's a fielder who does well to keep it within the park. It's Mohammad Umair, the sub. Good running between the wickets. They'll pick up 2. But it cannot be a one-man show in the run chase. Ronak Panoli will need that support from the other batters. Could have thought about sending in Rais at number 3. Another fantastic player. Will be a boundary check, but I do feel that Umair did well just to knock it back into the field of play. Will allow Ronak to have a bit of a breather as well. Seems to be A-okay to me. And the third umpire approves. So he's done well after being hit for 6 first ball. And his 4-over spell will be crucial for both teams if they can take maybe even 30 runs off him without giving a wicket. I feel Z Sports will be in the game. Oh, this is a sensational strike from Ronak. Hitting from the crease for a towering 6. He's on tonight. Bang. Fast hands. Clean as a whistle. For 6 more. 77 for 1. Well, Ronak Panoli is keeping Z Sports in the hunt. Mohammad Irfan will continue. Partnerships is the name of the game. The longer they can prolong these partnerships up top, Z Sports have a chance. So far they have done relatively well, keeping that required run rate around 12, 13. And a no ball as that square leg fielder took too long to come into the circle. They've stolen 2. This is poor discipline from 7 districts in the field. Shamim Abdul Bashir at that square leg position. Spotted the man. Was a bit too casual to come into the circle. So free hit. These are those small unforced errors that could take the game away from you. Even I was just keeping an eye from my position in the com box. He was very casual to come into the circle. Oh, it's gone straight to the fielder. Once again looking for that slice towards third. Aftab did well to field the ball actually. Bounced right in front of him. So couldn't maximize the free hit. So square leg, fine leg, third in the circle and the extra cover. Everybody else on the fence. Oh, inside edge. Didn't know much about it, Ronak. He's a difficult bowler to play the pull shot to, because he has that pace on bumper, slower bumper. Mid off has been brought in for Lovepreet and they have pushed the square leg back. He does fancy himself on the pull shot though. Bit of a tennis forehand there. Maybe Lovepreet fancies a match against Sinner or Alcaraz. He will take a bit of time to get going. Just get accustomed to the conditions. Then he also has to go bang bang. Oh, a big exclamation of frustration coming from Ronak. I think his partner just needs to calm him down. The opportunity was there with square leg in the circle, but they need Ronak to lock in here. Don't worry on a few dot balls, because he's a six hitter. And there it is. Bang! Onto the roof. Kept his shape, got the length. And that has a one-way ticket out of Sharjah. Glorious hit from Panoli once again. A long way to go for Z Sports just yet, but they're in with a chance. They've kept wickets in hand, going at a decent current run rate, just below 10. If they need like 120 odd in the next 10 overs, you do feel it's doable. Lovepreet doing the right thing at the moment. Just knocking the ball around, getting his eye in. He'll need to take some calculated risks as well. Ibrahim Masood pulled quickly from the attack for now. As Saghir comes on to bowl, captain of the side, brilliant all-rounder, already represented the UAE. He needs to have a good bounce back season in the domestic circuit to get that recall. Oh, hit with some force, burst out of the hands of Hafiz Almas. Just can hear the thunderous shots echoing around the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. I think it's hit him on the shin there. Did well to get his body behind it, but that was once again hit with so much power. That is going to leave a big bruise. Absolutely hammered by Ronak. It takes some courage to get behind one of his cover drives. And he seems to be in a spot of bother here, Hafiz Almas. Certainly will need the magic spray. The call is for 2. And they're pushing on the throw. This puts the dive in, Lovepreet, in time. Good commitment. If you're not getting the boundaries away, at least hard running between the wickets will do. But he's made a bit of a mess of himself there. Maybe the gloves getting a bit wet. Very crucial gear for a batter. Need to have that firm grip on the bat handle if you have to execute your power shots. And a bit of dirty laundry there for Lovepreet. Chopped away. There should be 2, but they're just ambling through for now. So match is fascinatingly poised. It's going to be a tall mountain to climb for Z Sports, but they are in the game, that is for sure. It's been hooked away. It's a fabulous hit from Ronak. Was ready for the bumper from Saghir. And this dashing opener showing all his class and ability tonight. What a way to raise the 100 for the team. Perhaps his best shot of the evening. You cannot intimidate him with short pitch bowling. In fact, he loves it. And crunch through the covers. My word, he's looking on song. He's on to 75 already. 101 for 1 at the halfway stage. So Irfan into his third over. Looked a bit uncomfortable after his second over. Maybe a bit of nausea or something just didn't look right, Mohammad Irfan. He's a difficult bowler to hit around because of his canny variations. But the problem is required run rate of 13. They cannot afford a single quiet over. They need those boundaries coming through consistently. Deep point in position exactly for that shot. But it cannot be Ronak Panoli alone. Somebody needs to play that second fiddle in an effective manner. Of course, it would be unfair to demand from Lovepreet to start smashing everything, but when you're chasing 230, you have no other choice. Shifting in his crease, hence allowed by the umpire. Smart bowling from Irfan. A key cog in the 7 districts machine. Can bat anywhere in the top 6. Hard hitting left-hander. Very useful bowler. Can bring him on at any stage with the new ball outside the power play at the death. That certainly will be a wide. .37 the required run rate. It's not impossible, but it is improbable. It will be a historic run chase here at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium if Z Sports can pull it off. Toe end of the bat, but there is that deep point and deep cover who are set pretty square. So the main man is back on strike. What is he thinking here? Or trying to create a shot that wasn't there. Been a very good over from Irfan so far. Wasn't a particularly graceful dive by Ronak, but it worked all the same. Will certainly be itching for a boundary, either of this pair. How do they find it though? Square leg and fine leg are in the circle for Lovepreet. He's got that one to skid through. Excellent over. 105 for 1. So they'll have to go after the seamers for now. Z Sports. Oh, it's gone past the keeper. It was deliberate, but maybe not that fine from Ronak. Despairing dive put in by Wasi. Let's take a look here. Oh, it was past him. Would have been a stunning catch by Syed Haider Wasi Shah. So they've got the early boundary. Can they make this a big over? 12, 15, 18 of it. Pulled away again. It will be a big over. Ronak Panoli unleashing. That has been slammed over long leg. He's so much fun to watch in full flow. Ronak Panoli. 87 of 40. He is landing some serious punches here for Z Sports. This is a stunning knock. And yet, they still need more. Saghir under the pump. Good comeback, the wide Yorker. But plenty of encouragement coming in from the dugout now. They believe that Ronak Panoli has kept them on course with some stunning batting. How long does this young man have to wait for a call up to the UAE national team? Oh, was just looking to work it square on the offside. There was a gap there for a boundary. Fascinating match in progress. Game number 18 of the Sharjah CBFS T20. It could be an all-time classic in the making. Look at that one fly off the bat. My word, he's seeing the ball and striking it clean. But in the end, Saghir has done really well to bounce back. 11 conceded is below the required. Fine leg, third in for Lovepreet. And all they will get is a single. So 12 off the over, not too bad. But required run rate is up to 14. Irfan into his final over. He's done a very tidy job overall. Only going at about 7 per over, there or thereabouts. How many can Z Sports feasibly chase in the final 6 or 5 overs? 80, 85 in 6, 75 in 30 balls maybe. Oh, couldn't beat the square leg. He'll be frustrated with that. Either side of that fielder, it's 4. Eight of 11. It's go time for Lovepreet. They've hung in well enough. They've kept their wickets for long enough here. Now you need to have an almighty thrash at the ball. There will be that boundary. He's got it past that square leg. Poor delivery from Irfan. Bowling too straight. He just had to miss him. And it's always going to be 4. There is a bit of bandaging on his left hand. It's not his bowling hand, of course. You can see the fingers are taped up. So change in the field. That square leg drops deep. Long off comes in. Cannot bowl too full. Outside off here. Oh, it's gone through the extra cover. Bad bounce and 4 more. Lovepreet has recognized his role. And he's playing his part. Not good fielding at all. Slightly casual. A bit of concern now for Saghir Khan. Having a word. So they're building up these big overs now. Z Sports. Lovepreet was 8 of 11. He's turned it around quickly. Crashing drive will beat the deep cover. Thunderous shot from Bajwa. He has accepted the challenge. Aftab Alam just couldn't get there. Despairing dive. So they're stacking up these big overs now. 13 of this one, 12 of the previous. 100 needed of the next 44 balls. That's certainly doable. It will be a big challenge though. And the wides will help. They will help plenty. Is the pendulum swinging towards Z Sports? Partnership up to 71 runs. You can sense the nervousness, sense the tension in the park for both teams really. It's going to be another wide. Irfan can protest all he likes. Tempers are getting frayed here. Psychologically, who is on top? Maybe the chasing side. Fascinating match in progress. Still so many obstacles in their way, Z Sports. Better delivery, but the damage has been done. '88 of 43. What a stunning innings from Ronak Panoli. They needed somebody to step up in the run chase. He has accepted that role. They just need a bit more from him. Oh, it's another wide. It's becoming a lengthy over this from Irfan. No less than 4 wides. Every single run gifted could end up being costly for 7 districts. They're in the middle of a dogfight here. No two ways about it. "13 gone, 135 for 1. They need another 95 runs. Well, I did make that point about the extras. 14 runs gifted already to Z Sports by 7 districts. They gave away only 5 in comparison. Saqib Ali back into the attack. Oh, what a flick of the wrist! Outrageous hit from Ronak Panoli. My word, that is incredible. It was straying onto the pads. But that is a huge hit over long leg once again. He's into the 90s. 7 boundaries, 7 maximums. And even 7 districts' best bowler is being taken for a ride here. Awesome shot. And he looks cool, calm and collected. He is locked in. He's in the zone tonight, Ronak Panoli. What a stunning innings. Can he get to the triple figure mark? He certainly deserves it. What an innings he's played. Oh, was that a catch again? I think it was. The body language of the fielder suggests it was. Yes, it was. Second time, and it's the same fielder. Are they allowing this game to slip away? 7 districts. Will be a wide. They're getting a bit frazzled. Are the 7 districts bowlers? Very good arm delivery, just nipping in. Well, what is Ronak thinking here? Surely you cannot ignore that you're on the verge of 100. But he has to balance that with the required run rate. It's 13.5. Squirted away. Brilliant fielding at short third by Asrar. If that had skipped past him, it was a boundary. Ronak is frustrated. He was looking for that 4. Saqib Ali has bounced back well after that 6. Can he close it out? Lavi goes downtown and what a catch! Saghir at long off makes no mistake. He stretched every sinew in his frame to take that one. Not quite out of the middle. And excellently timed jump. Brilliant take by the skipper. And this 83-run partnership is finally broken. Saqib Ali finally gets his deserved wicket. Lovepreet Bajwa gone for 21. 143 for 2. So another power package coming in at number 4. Rais Ahmed. 87 they need of 37. He'll need to play a mini blinder here alongside Ronak. Immediately looking to be aggressive. Excellent over from Saqib Ali. What a spell. 1 for 22 on the night. He could have had 2 or 3. So the skipper is stepping up. 2 overs, none for 24. He's taken a bit of a tap this evening, as have plenty of bowlers. Ronak is 1 hit away. So 87 off 36. Is that achievable? Now they need to go at 15s till the end. Well, if you ask them, can you hit 15 off the last over, they'd gladly accept that. Z Sports. Thrashed away and great fielding. Oh no! Could not keep it in the park, Lukman Faisal. Boundary. He is strong on the offside race. Did the difficult part right, but the simple part went wrong. Early boundary. Well, early or late, they just need boundaries. Every over, at least a couple of them. Slammed over extra cover. It's gone for 6. Hanging full toss. Unbelievable power from that low to send it flying for a maximum. That is Rais Ahmed. He's been picked up by Sharjah Warriors in the T20 coming up next month for that reason. Let go by the umpire. Priceless dot delivery. What a game in progress. 76 and 32. Tell you what, that has been done in the past. This game is well and truly alive. Square leg in the circle. Mid-off is in the circle as well. Deep extra cover for Rais. He's thrashed it to the boundary again. Between the deep point and deep cover. The quicker they come, the quicker they go. So he needs to mix it up. Where are the variations? Slower deliveries, slower bouncers, off cutters. Just bowling pace on is getting hammered. Rais has reached to 14 of 5. Crunching drive again. And that deep extra cover came in handy. But they've picked up 2. It is game on here. 70 needed in 30. What a match. Well, Z Sports are ahead of 7 districts now. If you look at the worm, just poking its head above. But will it remain there for the next 5 overs? Well, Saghir and 7 districts have turned to plan B here. It's going to be left arm orthodox of Muhammad Aftab Javed. They do not want to bowl Ibrahim Masood. Ronak Panoli is on 97. Oh, that one kept very low. Thankfully for Ronak, it was leg side-ish. Look at that one. It was ankle height. My word. He will raise his 100 with a 6. He salutes the dugout. What a magnificent innings from Ronak Panoli. 100 of 51 deliveries. 7 boundaries. 8 maximums. The job is not done. Just a short celebration. Whipped away just in front of long on. What an innings. In the face of a monumental run chase. Ronak Panoli. Absolutely stunning knock. He anticipated Reis's movement. Only a single. They've actually brought the required run rate down below 15. Is this game running away from 7 districts? It's a towering blow. And it will carry for 6. That felt like it happened in slow motion. It just about carried over long off. It wasn't out of the middle. The height. It almost got lost in the floodlights and ballooned over. Unbelievable knock. And he's not done yet. So they have matched the required run rate. 14 taken. We have seen some stunning batting today at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium. Make that another one. Over mid-wicket for 6. Third maximum in the over. They are exploding off the bat of Ronak Panoli and travelling beyond. Great effort. But it's the third max in the over. 180 on board. They need 50 of the next 4 overs. What a match. What a game. Swing and a miss. 50 needed of 23. Oh, it's a no ball. Once again, only 3 in the circle for 7 districts. Are they losing their heads under pressure? Second time in the game, they've not had 4 in the circle. It was only the third. The fine leg. And the mid-off. That is pressure for you. will need to be rebowled. And it's a free hit. Well, they still have 3 in the circle, so 1 has to come in, even if the fielder is not allowed to change in the free hit. Well, these are silly schoolboy errors being made by 7 districts. Now the square leg is in. Free hit. Slammed over extra cover by Race. The sound of the blade said it all. A huge 6. That was absolutely nailed. "43 needed in 23. More than 400 runs scored. And there's still plenty more to come. The body language of 7 districts tells you a story. They look shell-shocked at the moment. Ten sixes from Ronak, 2 from Race, 3 from Lovepreet as well. Pardon me. There were 3 boundaries, not 6s from Lovepreet. 7 districts hit 16 maximums. Z Sports have hit 12. And they still have 4 overs to bat. So they are matching them in that department. And in a big run chase, that is what decides the winner. Well, there are only 2 fielders in the offside ring. Everybody is deep for Race. A deep point, a deep cover, a deep extra cover. Extraordinary field setting. There you can see in the background, there's a short third, fine leg, square leg in, and the mid off. It's gone over the keeper. The rub of the green is with Z Sports. Trying the wide Yorker. He just threw his bat at it and gets the top edge. Tell you what, they might finish it early. 38 needed in 21. Required run rate is at 11. Unbelievable game of cricket here. I'm glad I turned up for this one. Can you imagine 229 not being defended? Still a long way to go. But you do feel it's 60-40 in favor of Z Sports. Brilliant. Brilliant from Race. Out comes the ramp. And both fielders in the circle. It's another boundary. Saghir Khan has been taken to the cleaners. Extraordinary stuff from Z Sports. Or will be a wide. How many extras have they given now? 16 of them. And the dugout is chirping, cheering every single run. Excellent delivery, a muted appeal, but that's all it will be. Captain being carted for 59 runs. 32 needed of 18. So Israr Ahmed coming on to bowl, the 18th. It's still not straightforward. 31 needed of 17. One good over could bring 7 districts back into the contest. But where will they find that one good over? They've searched everywhere. This is a chance. Not quite. Dropping it between the long on and deep mid. 200 up for Z Sports. 30 needed in 16 deliveries. What a knock from Ronak Panoli. Carrying the team on his back. But they're not over the line. Bowled him. Gone through the gate. The in-dipper from Israr does the trick. Ronak looking to clatter it over square leg. Inside edge, onto the pad and onto the stumps. But what a magnificent innings. One of the all-time greats we've seen in the Sharjah CBFS T20. 122 of just 58 deliveries. He is set. Z Sports on their way to a stunning victory. And he will duly get the deserved applause from his teammates and even the opposition. Well played, Ronak Panoli. Well played indeed. 200 for 3. So it's going to be Ahmed Khalid coming in at number 5. It's certainly not straightforward, but surely they will not let it slip from here. Z Sports. But you do feel there is some drama coming up. Will be a wide. A bit round armish on that occasion was Israr. Well, you have third and point in the circle. You cannot bowl too wide of off here. You have that cushion on the onside. Have to bowl wicket to wicket. Big appeal and will be given. Struck on the back leg. That was quite adjacent. Once again with that in dipper. He made that move onto off stump. That was close. Clipping leg maybe. And Ahmed Khalid could not make an impression. Gone for a duck. 201 for 4. Well, I didn't mention that one good over. This seems to be it. Inspired bowling change to bring on Israr. Only 3 runs conceded and 2 quick fire wickets. Especially that of Ronak. In comes the hard-hitting wicketkeeper, Zishan Abid. They need to get Race back on strike. He is fuming, camped at the non-striker's end. And they've just made it slightly more difficult with these wickets falling. And more importantly, the dot deliveries. He slams it to cow corner for a boundary, first ball. Sat up nicely on a length. What a way to get off the mark. Perfectly placed. Dugout is looking relatively relaxed. But it's not over till it's over. 25 needed of 13. Excellent over from Israr. 24 needed of 12. Well, this was certainly not part of the script for this game. Luqman Faisal stepping up to bowl the penultimate over. Looks like he's going to be bowling some medium pace here. Well, starts off with a full toss, gets away with it. Little glance at the leg umpire, he says it's okay. When you have the likes of Hafiz Almas, they've had to turn to Luqman Faisal to bowl the penultimate over. Not willing to trust the spinners at all at this stage. Firm drive. So far he's done well in this over. need at least 1-6 or a couple of boundaries. Once again, can only pick out the long on fielder. So Hafiz Almas, you expect, will bowl the final over. Ibrahim's sole over going for 17. Aftab Javed going for 20. Done a very respectable job so far. Has Lukman Faisal. In fact, he's doing a brilliant job here. Well, maybe even Asrar will bowl the final over. The opening batters combining to bowl at the death. 20 needed of 8. It's getting tight here. They've come so close. Surely Z Sports cannot let this slip now. Drag towards cow corner. Only a single, poor running. Surely you needed 2 there. What an over Lukman Faisal has bowled. He made 150 odd, but this could be the most important thing he's done this evening. Now it is becoming tough. 19 of 7. This has to travel. Nothing less than 4 will do. It's gone up. Ballooning towards cover point. Put down. Difficult catch, but they've only got 2. What an over from Lukman Faisal. Oh, in the end he overran it, Hafiz Almas. 17 needed of the final over. So it will be Israr Ahmed to bowl the final over of the game. And he's bowled him. He's got it spot on in the final over. From 24 of 12, it has become 17 of 5. Bowled into the pitch, swings across the line and crashes into the timber. Zishan, pardon me, could not finish it for Z Sports. 213 for 5. Well, almost 450 runs scored in a game. And we still do not have a clear winner. Salman Randhawa. Needs to pull off the improbable now. Oh, inside edge has gone for 4. The The good old-fashioned French cut. Did not know much about it, but he'll take it. Unlucky is Israr. Good old-fashioned heave-ho. And somehow it's found the boundary. 13 needed of 4. A nail-biter in progress at the Sharjah CBFS T20 League. What a game. What entertainment. Pulled away. Straight to square leg. Race has been off strike the last 3 overs. And that has been the problem for Z Sports. This is the most important delivery of the match. Deep cover, long off, deep square leg, long on, deep mid wicket. Third fine point in the circle, extra cover in the circle. It's now or never. And he will have to reload. What a spell Israr has bowled here. 3 for 13. Completely turned the game around when he picked up Ronak Panoli. It's gone high. It's a miscue. Deep cover. Takes the catch. No mistake made. And when it mattered, 7 districts have put it all together. 4th wicket for Israr. Ray's gone for a fabulous innings. It was on a length, but he couldn't overpower it. And well held by Masood at deep cover. This is heartbreak for Z Sports. 12 needed of 2. Left-hander at the crease, Nilansh Keswani. The objective is simple. Hit 2 sixes and win the game. You have to feel for the young man. It was 24 needed of 12 when we thought it's done and dusted. What a fight back. Oh, has he hit this for 6? He has! It's gone over deep cover. Down on one knee. What an unbelievable shot under pressure from Nilansh Keswani. It was in the slot, but he's managed to overpower it to the biggest part of the ground as well. Hang on here. This is not over. 6 needed of 1. Israr switches to over the wicket. Now the shorter onside boundary is exposed to Nilansh. Can he do it? Here we go. Oh no, he cannot. And 7 districts will pull it off. What a game of cricket we've witnessed. In the end, they win by just 4 runs. Devastation for Z Sports. And a huge sigh of relief for Seven Districts. It was alive till the final ball of the game. What a game, what a match. You have to feel for Ronak Panoli. His 100 goes in vain. But full marks to both teams for giving us a magnificent contest. One that will be remembered for a very, very long time. Well, taking a look at the batting scorecard, Ronak Panoli, the superstar of the show, 122 of 58, got steady contributions from Shahrukh, Lovepreet and Rais, and they have fallen just 4 runs short. How heartbreaking. Well, in terms of the bowlers, plenty took tap, but 4 for 20, Israr Ahmed doing a wonderful job in his 2 overs. 1 wicket apiece for Saqib Ali and Mohammad Irfan as well. 18 extras, plenty of support provided by Seven Districts, but in the end, they just managed to keep Z Sports at bay. Well, what a thrilling run chase it was, thanks to Ronak Panoli's magnificent innings. It truly was a one-man show. It was a 60-run opening partnership. Lovepreet gave him able support, but it was Ronak Panoli who commanded the game, commanded the run chase all the way. Lovepreet played his part. Hold out too long off when he was trying to force the issue. Aftab Javed went for 20, but this was the moment that changed the game. Ronak Panoli cleaned up by Israr. He picked up Ahmed Khalid quickly, a ball later as well. Zishan, also in the pursuit of quick runs, fell early. Ronak Panoli and Nilansh, it was Nilansh who launched it over deep cover for 6, but they could not get it done in the end. Match summary then, what a game we've had. 229 posted by Seven Districts batting first. A stunning innings of 159 not out by Lukman Faisal. Aftab Alam played well as well alongside Israr. 1 wicket for Aryaman, who was the sole wicket taker for Z Sports, and in response, they managed 225, falling 4 runs short. Ronak Panoli making a stunning 122 of 58. Rais Ahmed played his part as well. But in the end, it is Seven Districts who take the victory by 4 runs. We'll take a short break and be right back with the post-match presentation.
Hello, hello, hello. Imran bhai, can you hear me? Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello. Khwaja Saab.
इसके 160 रन एक जगह, इसका एक ओवर एक जगह. Mike okay? Good evening everyone and welcome to the post-match presentation of the Sharjah CBFS T20 2025. Firstly, I would like to thank Sharjah Cricket and all its administration involved behind the scenes for such a wonderful tournament. We'd also like to thank our sponsors, our commercial partner Sport Ethics and our broadcast partner cricketlounge.tv. In match number 18, 7 Districts has defeated Z Sports by just 4 runs. What a game we had. Commencing ahead, we'll be moving on to the Player of the Match award for the night. The award will be presented by Mr. Tehseen Javed, our esteemed match referee. And the CBFS Player of the Match goes to Luqman Faisal for what a stunning innings. 159 not out of 65 deliveries and his very crucial over. 15 sixes hit in that innings. What a knock. लुकमान बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो आपको. पिच के बारे में बताइए क्योंकि काफ़ी मुश्किल विकेट थी शुरू में, पहले लग रहा था बैटिंग में.
बॉल पे थोड़ा सा बॉल रुकता भी है और ब्रेक भी होता है, नीचे भी रहता है, तो उस टाइम को अगर आप थोड़ा सा सरवाइव करें तो फिर बाद में रन्स बहुत ज़्यादा बनते हैं, फिर इजी हो जाता है, ड्यू भी आती है, तो इसलिए
बहुत ज़्यादा रन्स तो आपने डेफिनेटली बनाए. 159 क्या आपका यूएई का हाईएस्ट स्कोर है?
नहीं ये का हाईएस्ट स्कोर तो नहीं है, मेरा है 231 नॉट आउट आईसीसी ग्राउंड. अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह अभी तो मैं तड़प रहा था, मेरा भी मैच लेने के लिए बहुत उसमें गया था, तो अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह हैदर भाई ने बहुत समझाया, ये क्रिकेट सब कुछ उसको हो जाता है.
15 छक्के आपने लगाए आज. पता नहीं आपको याद है या नहीं कि सबसे ज़्यादा कौन सा एंजॉय किया आपने?
सबसे ज़्यादा वो जो मेरे पीछे वाला मारा,
वो फ्लिक वाला. अच्छा, और आपका जो ओवर था 24 ऑफ 12 था इक्वेशन, तब कैसे आइडिया आया कि मैं आखिरी ये 19th ओवर डालूं?
जी ये तो मैंने पहले भी कप्तान को बोला था कि मैं करूँगा तो उसने बिलीव किया, तो मैंने करके दिखाया.
और ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच अवार्ड आप किसको डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे?
दी वन एंड ओनली हैदर भाई.
आउटस्टैंडिंग इनिंग्स, ऐसे ही हम एंटरटेन करते रहे. वेल प्लेड लुकमान.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू.
Well, that's all from the post-match presentation for now. Luqman Faisal taking the due honours. That's all from the Sharjah CBFS T20 for tonight. Join us tomorrow for more live action. Till then, take care. God bless.